So how does tapping work? Tapping, or to use its full title, Emotional Freedom Techniques, is a system where we tap on acupuncture points around the body as a way of releasing stress and anxiety. And it also works at a much deeper level in terms of things like very deeply ingrained beliefs, post-traumatic stress disorder, any kind of other trauma, lack of confidence. So it works at a number of different levels. So it's based on Chinese medicine and acupuncture meridians running throughout your body. So if you hurt your foot and you go to an acupuncturist, they will say to you, oh, you've got a block in your energy system. They'll put needles in different places to clear the blockages so that your energy is flowing freely again. Very same thing when we have a negative emotion. If you think about it, we have very physical reactions to stress, anxiety. You might have splitting headache or tightness in your chest, or your stomach will lurch. So we have very physical reactions to negative emotions. So we would also say that when you have a negative emotion, you have a block in your energy system. So if you think about, say, for instance, a work situation and it's causing you to feel a lot of stress. So every time you think of it, your chest tightens. So you've got these rivers of energy flowing around your body, these meridians of energy. And every time you think of this work situation, it's like a big tree has fallen down the river. And every time you think of it, you keep hitting this block, this tree that's fallen down. And what we do is we tap on selected points around the body. This sends vibration down the energy line. It shifts the block a little bit. And we keep on doing that until the energy is flowing freely. So that's the first part. The second part is the brain. So if you can imagine that this is your spinal cord, and this goes up into your lower brain, or your reptilian brain as it's called. And this is the part of the brain that controls breathing, digestion, heartbeat, all the stuff that happens without us even having to think about it. This is all governed from this part of the brain. And then across the middle, you have what's called the limbic system, or your midbrain. And this is where long-term emotions and memories are stored. And it's also the part of the brain where the stress hormone cortisol is triggered from. All happens in this part of the brain. And then over the top, you have what's called the neocortex, or the new brain. And this is the part of the brain which contains ration, reasoning, logic, numerical ability, creativity. All the cool stuff that makes us human is in this part of the brain. When we experience a negative emotion, one of the things that happens is that the blood goes from this part of the brain, the neocortex. You literally flip your lid and it goes straight to this part of the brain, to the limbic system, and it starts producing the stress hormone cortisol. Danger, danger, danger. So when people say when they're very stressed, I can't see the wood for the trees, it's no wonder, because the blood has gone from the ration and reasoning bit of the brain and it's gone straight to this danger, danger part of the brain. One of the things that happens is that when we start to tap on acupuncture points, it sends a calming signal to this part of the brain. So the immune response genes are turned up, the inflammation response genes are turned down. And the other thing that happens is that the blood goes from this part of the brain back to the neocortex. So very often after tapping, people will say, gosh, I feel calmer now, or I can see things clearly now, or I feel lighter, because the blood has gone back to this part of the brain. So that's just a very short explanation of tapping and how it works. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Thank you.